Okay guys, it is Monday, January 13th, 2025. It is officially, let me double check this, the third week of the new year, which is really exciting. Still unemployed. Nobody offered me a job over the weekend, or at least not a job that I would do and proudly talk about, if you catch my drift. I'm trying to think. Oh, you know what? I think it is zoomed in. It was zoomed in. You know what though? That's okay. Okay. Please excuse the messy background in the back. We're working on it, okay? Last week, I interviewed with 4 different equally amazing companies. I will be referring to these companies as A, B, C, and D as to, just have an element of privacy on the internet, which, is kind of foolish to expect any sort of privacy when you're on the internet, but whatever. 2 of those companies I applied for via the, their job portal or LinkedIn, and 2 of the companies I was actually headhunted by a recruiter. I think that's the right phrase. Company A, I just finished the second round and I still haven't heard back from them, but hopefully soon. Company C, I also finished the second round. Company B finished the first round. And then Company D also finished the first round. So I'm hoping to hear more this week. Obviously, they have to screen a lot more employees, so that's really important. And yeah, we're just gonna hope and pray and light some candles and read those tarot decks and really hope that they get back to me with good news this week. Last week on Thursday, I kind of hit a depression. Not knowing what my future is going to look like makes me really sad, makes me a little antsy, and just kind of when things are so up in the air, it's not a great feeling. But I'm working on it, and I'm really hoping that in the future, I'm working on it. I'm trying to make sure that my days feel as productive as possible. And that I don't really get weighed down by the feeling of lossless and hopelessness and feeling as though I'm going to amount to nothing and die in a fiery, probably shouldn't say that right now, but just die in combustion. But yeah, this week I'm really hoping to accomplish a few things. So number 1, I would really love to work on my Coursera course. I'm actually taking a certification course for SQL. And the reason that I'm working on SQL right now, my skill set is very digital marketing forward and my career is very digital marketing heavy. In digital marketing, you really have to be able to utilize data-led strategy. And one of the key tools in being able to analyze data and, come up with leads and strategies with that data, use skills like SQL or Power Query or SOQL if you're using Salesforce Marketing Cloud. I also this week want to apply to at least 100 jobs. So last week and the weeks before, my application process was kind of slowing down just because I was getting a lot of interviews, but you never want to count your eggs before they're hatched. So I'm really working on ensuring that, everything is kosher. I'd really love to finish cleaning my bathrooms and my bedroom. There's a lot of laundry to be done. And then I also am going to work on getting some freelance. So there are specific companies that offer surveys for your kind of time and your expertise. And, obviously I think we've all heard of those surveys where you get like $10. So these ones are like significantly more money, from around like $50 to $100 per survey for certain clients, like retail clients and financial well-being clients. And so I'm going to work on doing that too. I'm very hungry and I am ready to make some lunch. Oh, Willow. Okay, so for lunch today, there's not much in the fridge, and honestly, I don't really feel like cooking, and there's not a lot to cook. And I also really don't want to go out and get other stuff. So, like these were the options. So I have grapes, and then I have hummus with feta cheese, which I don't really know if that's going to taste good, but it sounded good in my head. And then I have pita chips and my Diet Coke. And if I want more, you know what I'm going to do? I'll just make an egg and have breakfast for lunch. So right now it is around, what time is it? It's 9:11. RIP, make a wish. No, just kidding. It's 9:11 and we are going into a coffee shop because I need to work and study and I just really don't want to be home. I actually typically don't vlog in places where you wouldn't normally see a vlogger. So like a coffee shop or like a Target or something, I don't really vlog there. I'll vlog at like Disneyland. So I am a little nervous about that. But I think that's just something that I've got to get over because I am making a diary of what it is like to job hunt, and part of those job hunts are going to coffee shops and working. Yeah, 30 minutes should be more than fine. And then I did get rejected by company A and B. However, right after I got rejected by company A and B, I actually got a call while I was writing down some notes about my weekly to-dos from a really nice company, and they will be referred to as company E. So company A and B have left the building. Company E is now in. Obviously, I would love to sit here and be like, I'm not upset at all. Nobody, I didn't want them anyway. I did want them. They were pretty big companies, and it would have been exciting to be able to get that on my resume. Unfortunately, it's not how it always pans out. So, I was sad. I was sad last night, and I had bad dreams this morning. And I think it's really easy to kind of let your doubts creep in. I mean, one of my biggest doubts, if I'm going to be completely transparent, which during my goals of kind of filming this process and creating this series, was to be as transparent as I could possibly be while like keeping safety on the internet first and foremost. So I always want to be transparent with you guys, all 78 of you who watched the last one. But I do have fears, and they do creep in when I get rejected from a job. I mean, obviously one of the biggest fears is that I don't have longevity. I've only been doing freelance. Like, freelance has been my longest gig, and I still do a little bit of freelance here and there. But I mean, that's
that's not really something that a company wants to see. They don't want to think of you as a flight risk. And I really would like to find my, my forever home, I guess, in a weird sense. I would like to find my kind of like work home. And I feel as though it is out there. But it's also, I understand, like, there is a risk in signing on someone like me because they could think that I am a flight risk. And then additionally, I don't have my bachelor's degree. I didn't do college. I tried and I failed miserably. And it's just something that, luckily I've been able to find really good jobs since. But the minute I get rejected, immediately I'm like, would they have liked me more if I had a bachelor's degree? Would that have changed anything? And there's a lot of discourse, right? There's always going to be discourse about, like, is college worth it? I feel like every generation says, like, it's not like the old times, our people aren't doing college anymore. They've been saying that since, like, the 90s, that, like, we don't need college anymore. And that's true. A lot of people don't need college, and I haven't needed college yet, but like I said, when there is rejection, it's just kind of like you can't help but notice your own shortcomings, and wonder what you could have done to change them. So obviously I can't go and get a bachelor's degree. That does take 4 years, and I mean I could, but I need a job now. And so that is something that I could pursue on the sidelines, which of course would be, I'm all for higher education. And I can't necessarily have longevity, right? Like, I can't just make up places that I've worked at for 5 years. Wish I could, but unfortunately, no. What I can do is I can strengthen my elevator pitch. Right now, my elevator pitch is too narrative. It's too stuck in the fine details of how I got to where I am in my career now. Currently, if somebody asks me to walk me through your career, tell me how you found it here, blah, 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 I freeze up. And then I start to explain how I started in freelance. I say, well, thank you so much for asking. I started in freelance, and then I did this, and that's how I climbed the corporate ladder. And here is where I did this, and I became management here, and blah, blah, blah. And while I think it's good to have a comprehensive view of my background, because I am lacking in these other areas, I really need to strengthen it and include key achievements and KPIs that I met. So I've been working on a few things, with the help of ChatGPT, because of course, who doesn't want help with ChatGPT, which is great. But I don't necessarily think that starting off that I started in digital marketing when I was very young is actually helpful. I didn't take the traditional route into digital marketing, but I've always been fascinated by a curiosity about businesses, about how businesses can use online platforms to grow and connect with their audience. Okay, so and I think maybe I come off sounding a little too insecure, really. So maybe I need to say I didn't take the traditional. So if I say it with confidence, I think it will be okay. I didn't take the traditional route into marketing, but I've always been fascinated by how companies use different platforms to grow and reach their audience. Did it. We only spent $70, and at Sephora, that's like saying you went to Target and only got what you needed. So what did I get? Because I can't talk about this at home. I got a true brown gel eyeliner from Rare Beauty, and then I got an eyebrow pencil because I ran out of my other one. Then I feel like I'm having an allergic reaction to something, but I don't know what. Then I got this YSL brown mascara, which is exciting. I probably should have got a eyelash curler, but I didn't want to from Sephora. No offense, but their tools are really expensive, and I already invest in their stuff. Okay, so I'm wearing this brown, and to be honest, I mean, I don't really understand the appeal of a brown mascara, because like, don't you want your eyelashes to stand out, and isn't the best way for them to stand out by doing black mascara? And brown doesn't really necessarily get it going, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't really know if that did anything. It is a crazy time. It's actually, I don't think I've ever vlogged this late. It is 3:55. It's so late because I had to deal with Elle had a really late night, and I was up a lot. I was up, and it was a lot, and I am very, 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 very tired, like to the point where I feel incredibly nauseous, which you never want. And then I'm trying to think now. I actually so it was late, as I said. I had an interview at 10:30, which simultaneously was during an appointment for the girls, and so I had to kind of leave early in order to get this interview done. I tried out the new elevator pitch. I feel like it worked, but it's hard to say yet because I haven't had any confirmation. Now I'm going to Barnes & Noble because I heard they're having a 70% off sale on planners, and I love a planner. I'm hoping they have the Kate Spade planners because I love the Kate Spade planners. I will say that since Kate Spade's death, RIP, it's not been as amazing, but I'm excited. And then we're gonna go to my parents' house to help my little brother study. So it should be good. Today, I'm gonna kick that one out of there. Today, we have to do a few things. It is Saturday, and I thought I would be going out and hanging with friends, but I'm not. Willow says happy Saturday too. So today I need to do a couple things. So I'm gonna work out. I'm gonna apply to 10 jobs. Sign up for, there's like some sort of unemployment system that I need to sign up for in order to get my unemployment, which is great. And then I'm gonna try to clean the front room and the kitchen floor because it's really dirty. And then there's something I'm gonna check on, but I'm kind of keeping that a secret because I think that's gonna be a different video. And then I need to edit. But the first thing I think I'm gonna do is, there was this really cute set at TJ Maxx that I saw a while ago, and I really want it. And I kind of didn't think I wanted it that much, but now that I'm thinking back on it, I'm like, I do want it that much. So I think I'm just gonna go get it. It was only $10. It was something cute and fun, and it had like a little cute print, and I need some pick-me-up, and I really, really need less black in my wardrobe because there is so much black. And yeah, I think I told you guys there was an interview yesterday, and tomorrow I just have a little workshop. So, yay me. We had a very successful outing. I ended up spending way more than I ever thought I would or thought possible. Okay, so I finished at TJ Maxx, and then I decided that I need to go to Alo, and I need to get $5 pennies. So that is what we're going to do, and I am now in Walnut Creek.